What will it take for Trey to stay quarterback one? All right, let's jump to that topic right now. Obviously, if he wins the game, I think he stays quarterback one. There could be scenarios where he loses and stays the starting quarterback. What do you think, Rob?
I think that there are scenarios that go both ways in this. And I think that it all stems back to Kyle Shanahan still to this point. I'm convinced that he believes Jimmy is his starter, that he is remaining steadfast on that messaging. He seems to continually drive that home every chance that he gets, reminding us that Trey just isn't ready. He's being forced into this because of the fact that Jimmy can't go. Yeah. Right. So I think that there's every possibility that we win this game. And if it were a defensive stand that really dominated the game and Trey played clean but not fantastic, I think that Shanahan is going to want to go back to Jimmy after the bye. I see that as a reality. And I do think that Trey losing sets him up perfectly. Even if Trey has a great game, if you lose the game, it's a little bit safer to go back to Jimmy because it's like, no, don't worry about the loss. Chalk that up. We're 2-3, but there's still hope. Jimmy's coming back after the bye. Now, I know there'll be a whole group of 49ers fans, especially watching this show, that'd be up in arms with that. But I think that Kyle's stuck on this idea of Jimmy as the starter going forward this season.
I'm going to disagree with you here, and I could be wrong, but I think that Kyle wants to go to Trey. It's not that he doesn't want to; it's that he's very pessimistic. I think he thinks Trey's going to look bad, or the possibility that Trey will look bad scares Kyle, and I think he feels like it would be a reflection on him, and that he doesn't have to put Trey himself or the organization in that position because they have Jimmy. Like the Jets have to have those weeks where Zach Wilson throws 4 picks, and you just got to be like, yeah, it's part of the process. We're just going through the growing. The Niners don't necessarily have to do that. It doesn't make Robert Saleh look good when Zach Wilson's doing that. That being said, the Jets are reaping the benefits of those growing pains because Wilson looked good last week and just won. So I think that Kyle's being apprehensive. But if Trey looks good and the team is excited, the fans are excited, I think Kyle will be more than happy to make the transition. I think he's just – part of him is thinking, man, Trey could really suck this weekend. And I don't want to be stuck in a month's worth, 3-4 games in a row of him struggling so we can get back to being competitive. I don't want to do that because it's going to make me look bad. And I'm going to avoid that. So if Trey Lance can take this opportunity on Sunday, not here, but in Arizona, and look great, that makes life so easy for Kyle Shanahan. It takes the decision out of his hands. If he struggles again, Trey may have to wait a little while for his next opportunity, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. If he struggles again, it sets Kyle up perfectly for I told you he wasn't ready.
Exactly. I'm right. There's a plan. Stop rushing me. Stop telling me. Stop trying to do my job for me. Trust me.
Right.
I still like Trey. But this was never the plan to have him. Jimmy was hurt. This was a nice opportunity, yada, 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 yada. You could call it like that. But if Trey knocks it out, hey, plans change. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, everyone. You're happy, right? You got the guy you want, right? He looks good, right? I did a good job, right? You're going to give me an apology, right? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was all about the game plan. I deserve a little bit of credit here for Trey's success, no doubt. And he would.
So how low is the bar? A loss, but a competitive loss where he looks like a playmaker? Could that be enough? Or does he have to do more than that?
I believe he has to do more than that. I think that a flash in the pan where it's a glimpse of what Trey can be will be, again, Kyle with the messaging. See, I told you that this guy's going to be great. He's just not quite there yet. We're going back to Jimmy. I really get the sense that Kyle is riding that old school vibe of the rookie just not being ready. And to this point, in fairness, he does appear to be correct in that regard. But it's also fair to question, has he given Trey the chance that he needs in order to be successful? Was he given the opportunity to grab the reins?
Well, what's interesting about the timing of all this is, let's say Trey Lance does a good job in this game and the 49ers decide during the bye week that they're just going to go with Trey. It's close enough and he's young and he's the future. And why wait? Well, they could trade Jimmy Garoppolo at the deadline. Maybe that should be another topic for another day, but I don't know if the Niners can do it or if any team's interested. He's hurt. He's expensive, but they could do that.
They could.
And, of course, Trey would have to play. That's like 3 things down the line. Keep in mind, they could do that.
They could. And, I mean, they'd have to eat a fair amount of that salary, you would think. They would have to just kind of choke that down as they sent him out. They probably wouldn't get too much back in return. And
No,
they'd be
real quick,
stuck
if Stephon Gilmore went for a 6th-round pick next year, Jimmy Garoppolo might go for a 6th-round pick in 2074. So it's hard to say.
That might be true.
It might
be true.
It might be.
It wouldn't bring us back much. And then you're stuck with Nate Sudfeld as your backup quarterback, right? If things go badly and Trey gets dinged up, now you're starting Nate. So that's not a pretty
What do you
picture.
think is Nate Sudfeld? Good point.